If you are into Turkish literature, you must be familiar with Orhan Pamuk. And if you are into Orhan Pamuk, you must read this particular book by Orhan Pamuk, Istanbul. Most of Orhan Pamuk's characters are residents of Istanbul or somehow connected to Istanbul, and his novel centers around those characters who are from Istanbul. This is not a fiction, but a memoir about Orhan Pamuk's own times in Istanbul. And this particular edition of Istanbul is fairly recent edition. You can see that this is just the 26th paintings of Istanbul, and this edition, this is the first paperback printing of Istanbul. It was published in 2006, I guess, and you can see uh, that how I know this is the first printing. Here is one. So it is published in Turkish in 2005, but the translation of this book in paperback edition published in 2006. Can you identify any difference on the cover of these two books? One obvious difference is that the later edition says that he is the author of My Name is Red over his name, and after his name it is written that he was the winner of Nobel Prize of 2006, whereas the first paperback edition, after his name it is written that he is the author of My Name is Red. That one is obvious, but can you notice any other differences in these two books apart from the photo on the cover, which is slightly faded, and so the one particular difference in these two editions is the subtitle of the book. You can see that the first paperback edition, the subtitle is Memories of a City, but the later edition, the subtitle is changed. It is Memories and the City. So the original Turkish subtitle translates to this particular phrase, the memories and the city. And when this edition first published, when this book first published, Orhan Pamuk was not quite happy with this minor change in the translation of the subtitle of the book. So and you know that it is translated by Maureen Freely, and Maureen Freely is the best translator of Orhan Pamuk's books. And she 5 or 6 years ago she stopped translating Orhan Pamuk's book because she has translated other writers from Turkish literature, and she said in on her interviews that she doesn't want to be recognized as a translator of Orhan Pamuk. Uh, she herself is a good writer also. Anyway, if you are into Orhan Pamuk and you are collector of Orhan Pamuk's first edition, you can collect this first edition, first paperback edition. But uh, you can collect you should look for one particular edition of this Istanbul that has the trace of the first edition, but that has the resemblance of the later edition, and that is this particular edition of Istanbul. You can see that the subtitle is similar to the later editions, but The subtitle on the title page of this book is of this edition, Memories of a City. So memories and the city, memories of a city. So you can collect this particular edition if you are a collector of Orhan Pamuk's books. You can deduce from this difference that he won the Nobel Prize in Literature after Istanbul was published. So the publisher wanted to advertise the fact that he is a winner of Nobel Prize, and so they decided to reprint the cover with slight changes. So they apparently honored what Orhan Pamuk wanted, but inside the title page, they didn't change anything. It also indicates to some problems, which how the publishers treats a writer based on their reputation. So uh, just overnight, Orhan Pamuk's reputation just changed, and they decided to reprint with Orhan Pamuk's suggestion. So Pamuk was not happy with what publisher did on the first edition. This is a particular interesting case where the clash between the writer and the publisher just flashed uh, outside the industry. So I guess I should end it here. And if you find this small information interesting, you can thumbs up the video.